Hey everybody, welcome to Kayla in the Garden. Today I'm going to explain what the heck a slip is. No, it's not the thing you wear underneath your skirt back in the 50s, 60s, 70s. It's the really confusing name for a sweet potato baby. Let's just call it that. How about that? Why couldn't we just call it, I'm starting my sweet potato baby today? No, instead it's, I'm starting slips today. Yeah, I don't know. A slip is the thing that you're going to plant to get sweet potatoes. Okay, that's all it is. Instead of confusing everybody, it's kind of like a indoctrination to the world of gardening. Definitely a way to thin the newbies out of the experienced garden group. It took me a couple years to figure it out. Okay, why it's so confusing. There's a lot of information on the internet about how to start slips yourself. You do not need to order them, although you can, because it would probably make your life easier. I'm all about being easy and keeping things simple. But this is how simple starting sweet potatoes can be. So think about when you want to put these out. Sweet potatoes are very much a hot weather crop. They like it hot and they like it muggy, and man, if you've got that in summertime, you are covered. But because they like those things, you do not want to put them out until it is truly summer. So for us in the Midwest, in the Kansas area, last frost date, average frost date, by the way, is April 15th. I just call it tax day, basically. And typically around here, most people don't plant out their summertime stuff like cucumbers and tomatoes until like Mother's Day. That's a very typical rule of thumb around here. Sweet potatoes, I don't bother putting out until I think I planted my Memorial Day weekend. Okay, they want it hot, okay? So, got to plan accordingly, okay? I think I started my sweet potato slips, end of May, so mid-March, I'm thinking. And so you've got to plan back from that, okay? The easiest thing to do, go to your grocery store, go to the organic section, the produce department, and buy yourself a few sweet potatoes, okay? Put them in like a brown paper bag, stick them in a nice warm spot in your kitchen, and forget about them. That's it. You're done. Seriously, that's how easy this can be. So what happens when you forget about them? Well, of course, I've got some examples. These are sweet potatoes from last year. We are scraping the bottom of the bin I've got them in, and look, they're growing. And yeah, this is why this one's at the bottom of the bin. I just haven't gotten around to using it and cutting that out. But this is what you're looking for, okay? You know this. You've found them on your potatoes before. Don't lie. You've definitely experienced this. This is how easy it is to start sweet potato slips. I mean, ideally, you're looking for the little leaves to have started. And it's just like potatoes in this regard. You can totally take a sprouting potato, chop it up, and stick it in the ground. You're going to get new potatoes. Now, sweet potatoes are a little bit different. You've got to take the slip, and instead of chopping it off and planting it, at least this is what I do. Remember, there's a different method for everything. Just break it off, okay, back there. Okay, so here's my little sweet potato slip. And then the next easiest thing in the world to do is get a little glass, water, done. Walk away, ignore it. Don't let it run out of water, but you can just ignore it. 5 days from now, roughly, you're gonna see little white rootlets, okay? 10 days to 14 days, maybe, depending on your conditions. You'll have enough roots to then go ahead and plant it in a little cup of your growing medium, and keep it damp and let it start rooting and doing its thing, and it's going to grow real. Oh, it's a little woodpecker back there, right over there. But it'll take a couple weeks, but it will root into the growing medium that you've got, and it will start growing for real little green leaves. These little ones might die off, but it's no big deal. And then you've got your sweet potato slips that you can then go out and plant in your garden. That's it. You don't need to stick toothpicks in sweet potatoes. You don't need to chop them up. You don't need to lovingly bathe a sweet potato in water every day to get it to do things. Don't worry about it. break the darn thing off, stick it in a glass of water, let it grow roots, and then stick it in some potting soil, let it grow roots from there, and then put it out in your garden. Got to remember, you got to harden off, okay? But that's how easy this can be. Don't make it difficult. Gardening should be fun. So there you go. Growing sweet potato slips can be super easy, uncomplicated, and simple as can be. So hopefully that helped. If it did, give me a little thumbs up on there. Leave a comment if you've got a question. And you know, if you got some other suggestions for how to grow easy sweet potato slips, let me know. I'm always up for a new experiment and adventure in the garden. Thanks a lot. Happy gardening.